Hi cats and kittens, it's Amy from Savor Salvage Scent. I hope this finds you all well. Today I thought I would do a first impressions and unboxing video for perfume, which I haven't really done before. I am starting to explore Givenchy perfumes. As of a couple weeks ago, I didn't own any, and I am interested in learning more about some of their vintage perfumes, but I thought I would start with a modern interpretation first. And so I purchased L'Interdit, and was originally created in the 50s, I think 1957, and was originally created for Audrey Hepburn. And my understanding is that the story goes as such, that this was designed for her, and the nose or designer at the time said he had hoped to release it to the public. And though we know Audrey Hepburn was a beautiful person, originally her reaction was that was forbidden. And so L'Interdit is the word that means forbidden. Eventually it was produced for the public, and from what I understand, this is a pretty great departure from that. There might be a couple common threads, but this is a very, very modern interpretation. So I thought I would talk a little bit about, there's 3 noses that created this. This was re-released, I believe, a couple times, like in modern interpretation, and this is the second time I believe it was re-released, and it came out in 2018. I had been reading things about it. It sounds very interesting, both from the perspective of the notes that are used and the noses. There are 3 noses, and I'll get to that in a minute, who created it. The notes are kind of a combination of florals and then kind of deeper notes, so I was interested in trying that. But to be honest, another driver of my interest is I have an arts background and work in an art museum, and have just always loved works of art, and I think a lot of bottles are incredible works of art. And when I saw this re-release, this is a special edition that we're going to open. I just thought, oh my gosh, because I am a huge fan of anything that's like chinoiserie. And when I saw the picture of this bottle, I was like, okay, the decision is made. So I'm going to use a cheat sheet for a minute and tell you a little bit about the noses. I don't know all of them. I know a few, but I thought I'd share a little information about them and give them props. So the first is a really well-known nose, Dominique Ripion, French man. And he has created just iconic perfumes over the last, I would say, 20, 30 years, including Pure Poison, one of my favorites, incredible jasmine heavy perfume. A recent release that I have yet to really explore that I'm dying to, Girl of Now, which is supposed to be really pistachio heavy, so I'm excited about that. A lot of scents for Frederic Malle, who we know, that whole line is just ridiculously impressive and beautiful. Kenzo Jungle Elephant, which is one of my favorites. That's another one that people love or hate, but just I think is phenomenal. And last but not least, Isité. Hi, Charlotte. So I look forward to exploring Isité in the future, and can't wait to talk about it. It is one of my best friend's beautiful mother's signature scent, Charlotte, and I can't wait to talk about that more. But today, another Dominique Ripion perfume. The other 2 noses are Anne Filippo, who is also, I would say, somewhat well known. Some recent creations are Chloe Love Story, which is beautiful. I did not own it. A lot of Jo Malone perfumes, which are just beautiful. A lot of the really gardeny ones, like I think there's a strawberry and parsley one. I forget some of the others, but really beautiful Jo Malone's. And then some perfumes for L'Artisan. And then the third nose's name is Fanny Ball. I'm not really familiar with her, so I'm going to learn about her more. There's just a few, I believe, that she's graded. She seems younger. And then I thought I would talk a little bit about the notes. So what is this composition made of? So the top notes are bergamot and pear. The middle notes are tuberose, orange blossom, and sambac jasmine. So some beautiful white florals that they tend to have many different experiences depending on how they're used. So I'm interested in seeing what this is like. And then the base notes, and I think this is really interesting combination to add to these other notes, are patchouli, vetiver, which is, you know, kind of grassy, woody, and ambroxan and vanilla. For those of you who are not familiar, ambroxan is a synthetic complex that is made to kind of resemble ambergris. Ambergris is one of the most expensive elements used in perfume. I'm not sure if it's used in modern perfume anymore. I have to learn about that. But my understanding is it's incredibly expensive, and if you aren't aware of what it is, you might be surprised. It's like an excrement from whales, and it hardens, is my understanding, found on beaches, ridiculously expensive, but it's supposed to give like this depth to things. Ambroxan, from what I understand, smells of a combination of things, kind of musky, woody, a dryness, from what I understand, or from the few perfumes I own that have ambroxan. So my understanding is there's some depth to ambroxan, and it even, I've heard at times, has a sandalwoody kind of feel. So very interesting. And then vanilla. And so let's get to the unboxing and see what we're in store for here. So L'Interdit. The box itself is beautiful. It's funny, I rarely keep boxes. They just take a lot of room, but I think this is a keeper. It's just so beautiful. It's a special edition. Edition Couture. Hello. Look at this. You know what? Life is about the details sometimes. Look at that box. Gosh, that's beautiful. Okay. And it says Givenchy. So nice. Okay, there we are. This bottle is heavy. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Whoop. So, this is one of those. So proud to have it on your vanity perfumes. Look at that. Oh my goodness, it's so beautiful. So, as you can see, the bottle alone is a work of art. I got an incredible deal on this. This is originally, I think, gosh, like $160, something like that. And gosh, should I even admit what I paid? I paid 1/4 of that online. So happy about that. So let's see what we're in store for here. Oh goodness, how do we open it for one? Wow, that is on there. Okay, so I am gonna spray it right on my skin and chat for a minute because wow, how interesting right out of the sprayer. You know, perfume really changes over time, so I kind of want to give you my initial impression and then in a few minutes talk about how it dries down. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I would say this is a modern perfume for sure. Very frankly, right out of the sprayer, I would not call it, just to be honest, I would not call it insanely original. That's okay. If it's good, it's good. It's got a lot of stuff going on that I feel like is in modern perfumery, which is musky, synthetic musky, florally combo. However, it's starting to get more interesting as it dries down. you know, to say you love vanilla is a crazy thing because vanilla has, I mean, probably a million interpretations. But this feels like a nice, I like how soft it is. Gosh, what else do I get from it? I don't really get vetiver, I'll just tell you that much. Vetiver tends to be kind of a gender bender for me, and I love it. And it's kind of woody, grassy, stemmy. I don't really get that. I think it, you know, adds to the composition, of course. I get almost like a, once the woodiness or the synthetic musk kind of calms down a little bit, I get like a powdery, candy-ish. I get the tuberose a little bit and the orange blossom, but not in a giant way. So for those of you who love 80s, 90s florals, and I am one of those people, those white florals are attention grabbing, not wallflowers. They are there to be smelled. I don't get that kind of experience through this. It's nice. You definitely pick up, I get the orange blossom and the tuberose, but it's a soft interpretation, almost musky skin-like. Yeah, and with that little bit of floral. It's nice. It's really nice. This to me, though, would not be, this to me is not signature scent. Unless you want a signature scent that's gentle and not really attention grabbing. It's nice. It's really nice. I'm glad I own it. I like the softness, powderiness. There's nothing to not really like in this. I mean, it's really, unless you hate musk. There's patchouli in it. It doesn't come out greatly for me. It just gives an earthiness. I would say this would be a great, I think a great office scent. Spray gently, just 1 or 2 sprays. Or just one of those things when you want to feel good, run errands, before bed, that kind of thing. I would not call this like a signature scent where I would want to wear it every day for me. I would also not call it like a date scent, something that I want to be like, this personifies me or anything like that. But it's a really nice scent. I'm glad I have it in my collection. And if anything, it just makes me really excited to try some of the other Givenchy's. I think, again, this is good. I'm excited to see how it might tie to the vintage. I'm going to try to get my hands on that. And then to some other Givenchy creations to see, like, do they have a similar DNA? Are they different? But I definitely think this is a good modern perfume. I would just say it's not really super, super, super unique, but really nice. I am glad I own it. And I definitely will wrap back in a little bit and let you all know what I think about it after wearing it for a few months or a year. But I would say if you like Givenchy, if you love this bottle, I would say definitely worth a purchase. So I would love to know within your collections, what's your favorite note? I would love to explore some more notes and some more collections around them. I would also love to know, do you own any Givenchy perfumes? What do you think of them? What are your favorites? And lastly, soon to come, I hope to do a video on what I find to be the most artistic or beautiful sculptural bottles. I would love to know which bottles you love so that I can start to explore them too. So anyways, I hope you all have a great week. Thanks for watching. Hope you'll subscribe and stay connected. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.